Hey, 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 hey. That's right, we are back.
We are back.
It's Short-in-Person here, along with my man, Hansome Shrek.
Hello, hello.
And that Bombs Over Baghdad is kind of, it's perfect for kind of what we're going to talk about here today.
Well, tell the people, what are we talking about today?
We're talking about fireworks and why the absolute fuck have they been going off for the last 2.5 months. Like, what is happening? Every night. It's the most ridiculous thing.
Well, you know what it is? It's what the problem is. We have a new celebration for every single day.
So is that what it is?
Yeah, every night there's a reason to shoot off some fireworks. It's like, man, we gotta really limit. Next day is gonna be like National Foot Day, and it's just like
that's right, all those national days. I got you now. So is that why it's happening?
Yeah.
It's so odd because of course 4th of July is Saturday, and that's typically when what we're used to having the night.
I feel like back in the day, there used to be an understanding the week leading up to 4th of July, and then like maybe 2 days after. Where are people getting the money to buy all these damn fireworks?
That is the part that's quite interesting to me. Like, where are they even going? I remember back in my day.
Back in your day.
Before they were readily accessible all through the state, it was like a big deal to go up to PA where it was always legal. So they have the big ass firework buildings, and you go in and you just, it's like being at the mall. Yeah. You can go in and get anything you want, and you just go crazy, and then you sneak it back across lines, and then you just start blowing shit up.
Can we talk about that for a second?
Sure.
Like, imagine if we had other states that did what Pennsylvania does. That's right, Pennsylvania. Anybody from Pennsylvania, I'm calling you out right now. So, you guys are smart. You guys work the system big time. You live in Pennsylvania, you go in one of those fireworks stores, they say, okay, go up there to aisle 1A. You get a half an aisle and you get sparklers only. If you're not from Pennsylvania, the world's your oyster. Just don't blow it up in Pennsylvania.
Just don't blow it up here. Take it back to where you're from and blow shit up there.
Another state can go, you know what? It's illegal for people to use it. Let's start selling meth so they can take it to another state. Boom! Money galore!
Yeah, it's annoying, and it's just weird because it's like as soon as the sun starts to set just a little bit, boom, 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 boosh, boosh. Like, what the fuck? It's like we're in a war zone.
You gotta listen to the first one. It's like you hear one pop, and it's like, all right, hold on, and you hear pop, pop. And it's like, okay, yep, that's fireworks.
It's not a car backfire or anything like that. That's definitely fireworks.
Definitely fireworks.
It's just, I don't know, man.
I tell you what, I hope with as long as the fireworks been going on, I hope all of our shows like Ridiculousness and shout out to all these shows. You guys can sponsor us. But it's the funniest thing when you see the shows where, oh yeah, this guy's gonna shoot off some fireworks, and the first two go toom toom, and then the thing falls over, and everyone's like, scatter!
Come on. That's actually funny because that happened to me once. Well, same deal. We went up to PA. Actually, we were coming back from a party up in PA. And right before if you're coming down 83 or going up 83, either way, like right over the line is a huge warehouse for fireworks. So the family's, we got to stop and we got to get something. I'm like, all right, if we must. So of course you get a box of shit and then a couple other boom, boom, boom shits that you love, And there was this one that, of course, you light the top, and then it just shoots off rockets all over the place. Rocket, rocket, rocket. We were going through totally fine, just lighting everything off, no problem. Oh, this is good. This is great. Oh, man, everything's good. This last one, it just wouldn't sit up right. but I'm gonna push it down in the grass just a little bit.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Famous last words, right? So I light the damn thing, and I do my back up, and family's up on the deck, and everybody's all like, "Yeah, baby, yeah." So I light it, and sure as shit, just like you say, the first one went up in the air, perfect, and then it rolled to the side, and all the rockets just started coming my way. So I'm diving out the way. I'm diving out the way, and I look up at the deck, and they're all running in the house, right? What the fuck?
It's like, no.
So I'm on the ground, and you can see them just going over my head, hitting the fence and everything. It's like, oh shit, what am I doing here?
Oh my Lord.
So definitely, you gotta kind of have some sense about it, and probably reading instructions and directions and things like that to make sure that you're doing it right.
To only be set off on a barge. It's like, this backyard looks like it'll be good enough.
Looks pretty good, huh? Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but yeah, I was never huge on fireworks as a youngster, as a kid. Of course it was. We had the little red ones that just come in a little pack, and you.
Oh yeah, like the quarter size or the 16th size M80s, the ones that come in the huge bandolier. It's like, you know what? I know this thing's supposed to all fire off at once, but we're gonna take it apart.
That's right.
And light them individually and throw them.
That's right.
That's the way to do
So
it.
that's pretty much all I was into as a kid. So it was never a big thing for me. And then again, it was only for those couple days during the year when we even heard them. But now it's just gotten to the point where,
it comes back to how are people buying these for 3 straight months? I don't know.
Stores and shit were closed, right?
Well, those things.
Unless Amazon.
There it is.
Or was it essential?
It's definitely essential. Well, you think about it. It's a truck. They pull up the little wagon truck, and boom, you get whatever you want. That's probably why everything was closed. So it was like buy one get 10 free.
Yeah. I guess they had to make that money somehow.
Oh shit!
So now we're just paying the price for it.
Really missed the boat.
Yeah, we're like, what the hell? We were sitting at home for 3 months doing actual work. We should have
been getting some fireworks.
Yeah, we should have been loading up on the fireworks and then taking them around and selling them.
God
shit.
Damn. Man,
that was our calling right there. We could have retired.
Right there. We could have just went around, bought it all up, and then immediately get arrested for dealing illegal fireworks.
Yeah.
Like, sir, you're in Maryland right now. You're not allowed to sell that here.
It sounded like a great idea.
Sorry?
Yeah.
I didn't know I couldn't do that. Like, shut up. We all seen that Dave Chappelle special.
Where's the rules? Where's the law? Where's the law?
You didn't know you couldn't do that. Yeah, so it's going, Mike. Because I did know I couldn't do that.
Oh, shit, man. What the hell else is going on in the world these days?
Other than fireworks happening nonstop every night, to a point where, God, if you have a dog, good luck getting your dog.
Oh, man. How's Miss Tia taking this?
The first couple nights when it started, she actually had 2 nightmares, back-to-back nights. Scared the piss out of the old wifey. I was too tired to even care at that point.
Well, I mean, that's what we do.
It's at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's funny. You watch movies where it's like, it's a horror movie you're watching. 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:33, witching hour. You look at the clock, you see it, and in the movie, people see it too, like, whatever. You hear noise in the house, and the husband gets out of bed and, like, I'll go check on it. Next thing you know, husband's dead.
Yeah.
You're like, that wouldn't happen in real life. You wouldn't go do that. Well, I tell you right now, by experience, I'm tired. I'm like, I do not give 2 shits. Let's see what's going on.
You're trying to kill me in my bed because I ain't getting out. It's just that simple.
But little Tia, she had a couple nightmares, and it's the cutest thing. I mean, you feel bad, But it's also the cutest thing. You see her, she finally started laying up in bed with us. She came out to bed, and man, it's a wrap. She doesn't want to go anywhere else. That's her spot now. But she's just, you hear, and they get the little cry bark, and then she got like scared, but also barking in her sleep. She barked herself awake and was confused, had no idea. Like one of those things where you wake up in a dream and you're like, it's just, you don't even know you're already out of the dream. And she just starts barking into darkness. And then runs off into the house still barking. So it's just like, the wife is freaking out. Like, what's going on? I'm like, let me go, I'll go get her. Get out of bed, roll out, and go get her. Well,
and you came back dead?
Came back dead. Trust me, if it was something in the house, I was dead. I could have been staring right at it and said, there's nothing here, Tia. Get back in bed.
Come on.
But I honestly think because of the fireworks, and she had like a mini separation anxiety nightmare, and she kind of like looked back at me and was like, oh, you're right here. When did that happen? Oh, okay. And nothing wrong. Right back to bed. But back-to-back nights did it.
Damn. All because of those stupid-ass fireworks.
Stupid-ass fireworks, but hell, bring them on, make them louder, because now she
well, they will be soon.
Oh, yeah, big time. My favorite when it comes to 4th of July is when you have the $100,000 fireworks display that they have a mishap and shoot them all off at one time.
Yes.
Do you remember, was it Baltimore that had the fireball that they had that one year? Where they literally shut off what is it, 1,000 rockets all at once? The timing sequence was like a reset.
Up.
Yeah.
For sure, that's going to happen somewhere this year.
Oh, absolutely. But man, like, it was like, it starts and like, oh, it started. And it's like, just windows shaking, car alarms going off, people shaking all over the place. Like, wow, what an opening. It's like, no, that was it.
That's it. Game, set, match.
Just a fireball and just a smoke smell in the air.
Well, good night.
Hope you enjoyed. Listen to the music on the way home.
Yeah, I guess now that you bring that up, it's probably a good question. Are they actually going to even do that this year? Are they going to do it down the harbor and Columbia Lake and all the different places where they typically do it?
I hear there's any places where there's chances where a lot of people can gather depending on the state. So, like Baltimore, Inner Harbor, it becomes a party zone. Everyone's just camped out on top of each other. I don't think they're going to do it there. But I think they're shooting fireworks off in D.C., and they might do smaller fireworks shows around where they're trying to limit people gathering in large numbers.
Yeah, it's impossible. If you got something going on, I think that's another thing that we've been seeing here lately, where you give opportunities, or you start opening some things, and you hope and pray that people do the right things and
are smart about their travels.
But no, and now cases are spiking all over the country, and some states have to go back to closing and all that other nonsense. It's just,
things are crazy right now.
So definitely, I think if there were to be an organized event for fireworks, then for sure
they're not going to have any organized parking for it.
Yeah, it's just going to be the
shittiest
of shows as usual.
Yeah, no one's going to take any. No one wants to be liable for a gathering of people.
Right.
Because then you got how do you guarantee the anyone's safety if you're out there? It's like, well, then we won't do any parking for it. We're just going to shoot these off over here and film it. Watch from home, people. Wink, wink.
Watch from home.
This will be televised. Wink.
Oh, man. Interesting stuff, though. How can it be done?
I am ready for this extended weekend.
I agree.
It's going to be nice.
And it's weird because, we've only... at least I've only been back in the office for 2 weeks.
Well, it's weird. It feels like these 2 weeks have been a lot longer than 2 weeks.
Well, that's true as well. And just odd. It's odd. It's an odd vibe. I mean, even little things like our podcast where we're missing a few of our good friends and
we'll call all of our special guests Yeah, we're back to the roots of our
We're
podcast.
back to the beginning, where it all began.
Yeah, we gotta get
2 years ago.
Is it
Something
2?
like that, yeah.
Already 2?
In October it'll be. Because our very first podcast was when we went to that golf
Oh
tournament.
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
And our producer wanted me to tell you, he sends all of his love to Shorter-in-Person.
He hasn't been back on the program since that very first episode.
Oh,
What did we do to him?
We realized the producer is not good for a camera.
J-Bone. It was all fired up over Penn State. So
Yeah, too much Penn State talk. It's like, get that out of here.
Get it out of here.
Mm.
Shitney Lions, man.
Them
But,
shitty Lions. But yeah, we gotta watch out because we are Penn State is everywhere.
Yeah, how about that?
God, it's just sorry, people, all you Penn State listeners. It's frustrating. It's frustrating that you guys work the system where you have 17 schools and you are all quote unquote Penn State. Which are the 17 schools? I went to Harrisburg. I went to York. But you guys are all different schools. I'm sorry, but you're different schools.
Only one counts.
Only one counts. You get one.
Only state college counts, okay? Got it?
And they're going to go, well, our senior year, we all have to go to the state college. I'm like, you sons of bitches. You work the system again, Pennsylvania. Work the system.
Work the system. That's why we have fireworks all year long, bitch.
Well, see, that's the thing. They sell the fireworks to get all the money to sleep peacefully at night because they say, get it out of our state.
Get it out of our state. That's right.
Damn, Man, this episode went from 4th of July to Pennsylvania, you sly bastards.
Sons of bitches. Oh, when I get my hands on you.
Oh, man. I mean, just imagine if all of the colleges had as many overall a student body the size of Penn State. Because you count them all these Pennsylvania schools, you count them all towards their student body.
You count them all as one?
I'm pretty sure they do.
I mean, anyone can actually fact check us if you feel like it.
Yeah, but we're like 99% right,
Yeah.
like 50% of the time.
secondtaked@gmail.com for all your
If you want to
comments.
dispute this,
if you want to have your own second take and dispute this.
this is our first take of that second take. Oh shit!
Yeah, I love it.
But man, I don't see Maryland like picking it up anytime soon.
Picking up what?
Competitiveness anytime soon.
Oh, you're talking about the University of.
Yeah.
Oh, I do. I actually do. I see it being, and we've also shifted gears once again.
Oh man, we're all over the place. But here, ladies and gentlemen, you got to realize college sports are going to be the future of sports on TV.
Yeah. So, where we kind of get lost in, is University of Maryland competitive in the Big Ten is we only look at the top two income producing sports, basketball and football.
Yep.
So the football team is still a few years away from getting to that next level. Now, of course, we're not talking about top level, but we're talking about the upper third of the conference. Still a year or two away from that. Of course, we've seen recruiting is getting off the hook. Granted, we don't know if we're actually going to have sports, so who the hell knows?
This is speculation sports,
this is speculation town. Take my hand, let's go. But basketball was actually pretty decent this past season. Actually shared the Big Ten championship.
When we were rolling into March Madness, dare I say, the Terps were projected to be the number 1 overall seed. I mean,
dare you say? Huh?
Dare I say? I mean, I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, they still had the Big Ten tournament to go through first to see, but
I guess we'll never know.
I guess we will never know. Will we?
They had a shot. You're telling me there's a chance.
Telling me there's a chance. So those are typically what sports or what team sports that are talked about when we talk about how the Terps compare to other Big Ten schools and teams and where they would be. We don't talk about the other sports. We don't talk about soccer. We don't talk about field hockey. We don't talk about lacrosse, who fucking dominates. So that's an issue that always gets in, because we only want to focus on those two sports, but there's, I think, 21 sports.
Yeah,
and they've been, if you go back and look at all the championships won in its entirety in the conference since Maryland has come, I think Maryland is pretty high up there on championships.
But no one
football
cares.
And basketball.
No one cares about jousting, all right?
It's a state sport.
Still, but there's talks that they're going to try to change the state sport. You heard it here first.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
They've adjusted. So jousting is the official state sport. Lacrosse is the official team state sport.
See the clarification for our listeners?
Yeah,
how about that?
We take care of our listeners. They need to know everything about the O-line state, all right? You need to know everything.
No, look, my pointed comment that Maryland is a long way away from being competitive is...
Long way, he says. Send all questions and comments to Hansome Shrek.
Way.
secondtaked@gmail.com.
Is being just it's extrapolated from...
Oh, shit.
Other...
That word.
Yeah, we're going to pivot again.
Pivot
from sports back to a different topic. We're looking at what's happened with Under Armour, and Under Armour's whole base is the Terrapins. Under Armour, man, Under Armour's going under.
Under Armour's going under. Where did this come from? What are you talking about?
Well, I think was it UCLA? There's no school that their contract and everything with Under Armour was terminated.
No, Under Armour terminated that contract.
Because of them losing so much money and how bad they're doing, they try to say, "Oh, well, you weren't promoting us enough" or something. They try to.
Well, they suck. UCLA sucks in just about every sport.
Oh.
Except maybe soccer. So we're back to that again.
Here we go, full circle. But man, I just Under Armour, man.
What does that have to do with Maryland?
Maryland's whole basis of their recruiting is Under Armour paying out underhanded money.
Whoa.
So without that being able
we're going to strike that from the podcast.
NCAA's going to shut this down.
Once again, there's no basis to anything we're saying here. This is all speculation.
Dispute us.
This is all for entertainment purposes. Don't take any of the advice we give you for facts.
But I heard through one source, though.
A source close to me says.
Oh man!
Oh, I love it. Lord have mercy. But in all honesty, I think if everything plays well, you continue with good recruiting, you get good quarterback play, because.
Well, what's the status of all of our new facilities?
They are still in the process. So I think the indoor facility at Cole is pretty much done.
Yeah.
I think they still have some infrastructure and things like that to do.
Because when it comes to recruiting, in all seriousness, Under Armour paying for these facilities and making these Under Armour centers and all this other stuff, much like what happened with, was it the Ducks?
Oregon.
Yeah.
And Nike.
And with Nike,
yeah,
it becomes such a crucial tool to not only get people there for college purposes to play there, but hell, it makes it a great recruiting tool where kids that may not go to your school still gives your school recognition because they're going there to showcase their skill sets for the next level.
Right. And it also, I'm pretty sure in that indoor facility there's also academic portions of it within that facility. So it's kind of like you said, it all goes together. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, it all goes together. So that is great, but it all comes down to recruiting, getting the good kids in there, and coaching. So, only thing we can do is see. You never know. You never know what could happen. 20 years ago, when Fridge first got there,
But when he could still walk around campus?
They were dominating over there in the ACC, but then weird shit happened.
Yeah, then he had to get a golf cart that was permanently planted to his ass.
Why you coming for fridge though? What is it?
Look.
Hansome Shrek. Send all comments to Hansome Shrek. secondtaked@gmail.com.
You son of a bitch. Look, all I'm saying is, when I was at school there, he was the man in charge. And this was right towards the dwindling end of his coaching career there. And I will say, go ahead and you can send all questions to me, but the guy did not care towards the end of his coaching career for the Terps.
Oh, well, see, that wasn't his fault, because if you remember, it was the athletic director who made him sign that contract saying that, what's his nut, that the Penn State coach, Franklin. James Franklin would be the coach in waiting, and he didn't really want to sign that contract, but it was basically like, yo, you either sign this or we can let you go now type of thing. So it got screwed up at the end. And if you go back and look at many of the things that happened toward the end of her tenure as athletic director, there was some issues with Gary Williams.
That's a telltale right there, was the Gary Williams stuff.
There was some issues with lacrosse coaches. People had been promised a job and didn't get the job. Gary Gate, we're talking about here. So there's a lot of things that went into it.
Yeah, but you would just hope that the coach would still care on their way out. He hurt the program by the way he left.
Well, he was forced out,
which
is why he had his issues with coming back, and that just recently got squared away with Loxley coming in. It just recently got squared away. He refused to come back to be a part of Terps. Gary Williams was also the same way for a little bit. If you remember, when he left, he went to become a broadcaster in the Big Ten because he knew he wouldn't have to worry about dealing with Maryland anymore. And then slowly but surely he's made his way back now. So it's always some weird shit going on.
How about that? Something always behind the scenes.
Always behind the scenes. One thing you can know from us, though, fans, there are no behind the scenes with us. It's just us.
Us bullshitting right now.
so there's no one to blame. If it's some shit you don't like, it's pretty much us.
Yeah, that's fine. and you could just like all the things that I had to say about Penn State and Maryland. Yeah, it's funny. You would think that I shot on both of them. Oh, what a shit show!
Equal opportunity shitting is what we do around here.
Look, I'm just this is 5 weeks, 6 weeks of delirium of not sleeping because of fireworks. Damn it!
That's what it is.
Yeah,
can't get proper rest at night, and we all need that.
Thanks a lot, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Pennsylvania.
Well, I'm curious. I mean, and maybe people can comment on whatever threads or anything else, or send in something. I wonder, for these listeners that aren't in this Maryland, New York, Pennsylvania, this Upper East Coast.
I think it's called Mid-Atlantic, maybe.
Yeah, there you go. Whatever.
So awesome.
Whatever you want to call it. Tomato, potato. Potato. Who is your Pennsylvania? Who is selling the fireworks that, if your state goes running to and brings back home? I mean,
or is everybody just riding to Pennsylvania?
It's like, shit, we all go to Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I got nothing to say. I drive from Ohio to Pennsylvania.
It's like, damn, Pennsylvania's racking in the money.
On the fireworks.
Are they manufacturing the fireworks?
They have to be. Or do they all come from China?
Oh, how about that?
We'll just leave you on that. Well, once again, thank you for joining us. It's good to be back in a regular rotation of doing these. We're going to
every Thursday
do our best to get them to you every week. Every Thursday. And if we don't, then, you guys can just bash us on those interwebs.
Yeah. Get some more interact. Well, you guys need to start sending in some questions.
Yeah. questions. Hey, you
we
can
have
call in. We'll give you a call-in number. You can call in and actually be a part of the program as well. That'd be awesome.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. We have a lot of answers for you, too.
Yeah. And always remember, I don't know is an answer.
Yes, well, and you can make up an answer, too.
Yeah. Ain't like nobody going to fact check us.
Fact check it. You can always dispute it. That's really what it comes down to.
Yes, and you can have your own take. You can be the third take or some shit.
Oh, the fourth take. There's a fifth. Hell, there could even be a sixth take.
A sixth.
All right. Well, a seventh take, since that sixth take was a really bad take. There could even be an eighth. Dude.
Unimaginable how many takes it can be.
Dude, this podcast, this specific episode.
I don't know what the hell is going on with Hansome Shrek's tongue today.
Unhinged.
It is unhinged.
Oh, boy.
Is it working enough to tell everyone good night?
Good morning.
Oh, dear Lord. Good night, everyone.